Wow, this Dr. Disrespect situation has gotten, pretty much, everyone's talking about it. And I feel like I have to talk about it because this is kind of like a new series in this channel that I pretty much made that, if, but I'm not really good at talking about like, new topics here and there. Other people are way more qualified for sure. But I did briefly talk about this in my extended Vince talk last Sunday, and I didn't even know what was going on with Dr. Disrespect. I was just, I was talking about anything and everything that everyone else is talking about, and yeah, I didn't even watch a video of about the whole Doctor Disrespect situation. I was just saying like, oh, people are canceling him for something something. I don't know, and pretty much it's because I don't really have much of an interest of Doctor Disrespect of whatever happens to him. But yeah, he basically like I with whatever is happening, and if you trace a lot of things that is going on with Doctor Disrespect, with Twitch, or other people surrounding him, it's sort of like this. People are just playing this like investigation of just like what he's on or what is he creating or something that is sort of more disturbing as people dig into the files and as people find out more about him as time move on because it's like it all started with like him getting called out for being a pedo, and people are like talking about the person that called him out, and even though there should be like some charges or for slander or whatever, but Dr. Disrespect like pretty much respond to it immediately. And then out of nowhere, like he apologized for, or not apologize, he kind of addressed a lot of the things that happened. Listen, I just woke up. I don't have a lot of sources to give you like the rundown of all this stuff that is going on. I guarantee. But basically, Doctor Disrespect was caught. I believe sexting a minor, and also like is getting backlash of that in the biggest way from everyone. A lot of people are just like stuck. I like how just just everyone is kind of stuck. And listen, I'm not defending Doc. I don't care about him at all. I don't know what's going on. If he goes to jail, I honestly wouldn't shed a tear. But like everyone is lost of whether is he guilty or not guilty. People are like not accepting this, but also are they like they kind of have to follow the facts because it's usually people that don't even care about Doc the same way I do. I don't care about him. Other people don't care because like maybe it's different if it's a smaller channel that deserves more, but this is a successful individual that is kind of like known in the wrestling world at one point I heard, and is pretty much friends with one of the biggest people in gaming, like Tim the Tatman and Nick Merckx, that was once friends with Doc. And yeah, he just like kind of like ended with just the allegations that are thrown at him, and these allegations like still questionable, like, but also it's kind of like what's making it bigger is because of the explanation of why he got banned in the first place by Twitch, and why it was so secret, and how it's like just so hidden from the world, and it's kind of like we just never knew until now, or at least somewhat now. But me tracing the dots, I can actually see why, and it's pretty disturbing. It's kind of like just showing like for big corporations, a lot of times we kind of need them, but you kind of think about what they do in the background, and this is just one of those where it's like, oh boy, because I hear this many times from other big corporations that are not really well known at all. They're kind of like big firm, whatever it is, and this is just from what I heard that they kind of have a little sex ring going on, like with the whole thing when the wrestling Vince McMahon or something. Yeah, it's another Vince, but McMahon or something in the wrestling world, that he like had like something going on in like a sketchy, like somewhat sex ring, and so, or maybe it's some other business. I forget. Okay, it's either one of those. My brain's trying to collect the files, but they're kind of like fumbling all over the place. But yeah, this is just yeah, this is disturbing because it's like you're connecting dots and you're basically have a map of like how this happened or why did it happen, and when other people are sharing this and talking about this, they also have their own conclusions where I'm like, oh, okay, that could make sense. So yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I might talk about it more in my extended Vince talk. Uh, I'm not built to actually really talk about topics like this in the freaking morning, but here I am. I got a lot of things to do, but yeah, this is pretty bad for Doc. I don't know what's his response for any of this. I know he gave a response, but he needs to give another one because a lot of people, and pretty much there's going to be like some legal charge going on, like coming for him for sure. And from I'm trying to gather like what else to really say about this. I don't know. Maybe it's best not to because I'm not built for the like like knowing like theories here and there of anyone's life for sure. But as a father man, like why though? Why would you do this? Like it makes sense, but also like I can't really. I don't know. There's a part of me where I don't see him as being guilty of anything because with the amount of kids that are online, one of them are fans of channels that you've seen on YouTube. I mean, kids are everywhere basically. The internet has been open to children for the longest time, and of course that's why the Children's Internet Safety Foundation or Act, I believe, that a particular influencer actually created exist, like or maybe other aspects of that exist because we're not protecting children enough from stuff like this, like especially ones that protected the kid, like I don't know how old or she or he is when texting Dr. Disrespect. And there's this like thing called whispers that Twitch has made or something, which I don't freaking know. I haven't been on Twitch in forever. I don't like going on Twitch at all. I never really cared about them. I never cared about making a Twitch account in the first place. Well, actually, I do, but I just watch stuff from it, and I never really make any content on Twitch because of all the things I heard. And it used to be good, and I used to go to like their conventions, way back when they were around here in the Bay Area. But yeah, Twitch, I don't know where they have fallen off to like just the deep end of probably a lot of this. And there is this theory of like them keeping Doc, which do they? Because didn't Doc sue Twitch? I don't know. Like the thing is that back to my point with protecting kids, like online stuff like that. With like we need to have the receipts and asking like who's really involved in this the biggest way, like especially from the kid that probably is not gonna probably doesn't know about this or care to actually give information or anything. I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, this has gotten more bigger than like as it all happened last night, almost like a week's worth of like what did what happened to Doc or why did he do this or something. And of course got kicked out by sponsors here and there. A lot of things are happening with Doc, and there's a part of me where maybe because this is karma for like stuff that he has done with the minor or something, because maybe like also he I mean, I'm trying to trace the dots, but I'm not that channel. But he met a minor like at TwitchCon, I heard, and that's why Twitch like banned him or something, or maybe they don't want them to find out. Like, who do you trust is the good guy at this point? But me, I'm just talking about it. I don't know. I made a video, and I kind of just want to make more a constructive way of because this is my second take, and I don't know about the other one. I'm still trying to collect myself because especially this early in the morning. But I really want to get that video out already. These videos are supposed to be me getting out like right away as the topics. Man, I don't know. I was too busy. I also got back from my vacation. And yeah, I need some coffee. One love and a peace. God bless.